This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
We have Tess backstage. He's pacing around, moving right on from one angle to the next. And there's Stephanie, young Stephanie.
Well, it's amazing to see. It's like a who's who on the show. Hall of Fame level guys, big stars. I'm watching Big Boss Man come to the ring right now.
That's correct. He's Ray Traylor making his way to the ring. He's now kind of morphed into the not the old school Boss Man, but he's wearing that kind of SWAT team style suit.
You know, Ray was one of the few guys that trained with using road work. He used a lot of road work in his workouts, and I think that did for him was that it gave a 300-pound guy some cardiovascular endurance, and as part of their strength of their game. But Ray was a very popular guy around the locker room, very well liked by everybody. You know, I first came across him. He was Big Bubba.
Yes, Big Bubba Rogers,
and he had those matches in UWF with Dr. Destiny Williams and One Man Gang. And those guys. That was quite the time. Cowboy loved it. Cowboy always said there's nothing better on your roster than an athletic big man. And so somebody's going to say, oh, that's where JR gets his passion for these big guys. It's not that I don't like small guys. It's just that I know that human nature tells me, and the track record tells me, that people are fascinated by athletic big men. And I'm not saying they're not fascinated by athletic smaller guys.
Right. But just something physically imposing about a big guy, and then one that can move.
Yeah. It's big as money.
Yeah. Well, at this point, Boss Man's threatening to do terrible things, JR, to Pepper if he doesn't get a hardcore title shot.
Yeah.
You can say a lot about how dumb and stupid this angle is, but, man, Big Boss Man is great in this role, isn't he? He just does a good job.
He was. Considering the material he had to work with. The song he was singing wasn't so great, but the lyric that he provided was pretty damn good. It was not a good angle. I mean, the dog never got known. The dog was never seen around much. You know, Pepper didn't get over.
Right. But
here's what it did. It gave a program and an opportunity for Ray Traylor to continue to move up. And it gave Al Snow the opportunity to get a jersey.
You're not kidding. This is something else.
Al's a great teacher too, by the way, Paul. He's got down at OVW in Louisville. He's got a real good operation there. I know a lot of guys ask me about school and, you know, kind of where do you live and what geography works for you. But anybody in that remote area of, not that the area is remote, but in the area of OVW in Louisville, it's hard to get better training than Al Snow. And now we have a cameo by Pepper.
Here comes
the Chihuahua.
So,
it's a wonder if Pepper didn't piss all over Boss Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody showed me some footage the other day of
the Bears.
Big Josh.
I know it.
With those bears coming down, and one is pissing all the way down the rampway.
Yeah, it was going viral on social media.
Crazy.
The bear, because it was the passing of Peggy Lathan, I think, the Mid-Atlantic. She recently passed. She was big time with Mid-Atlantic Gateway, a big fan of Mid-Atlantic wrestling.
Yeah.
And unfortunately she passed, but her reaction to that, she was there at that venue when that occurred, was priceless. And Conrad and Tony did a little bit on that. But literally that was the match. I think it was the very first Super Brawl where Big Josh walked those bears down the ring, and the one bear just pissed the whole way down the rampway.
Yeah, and none of it got over.
No.
None of it got over. This match here is getting rolling. And you see, Boston, you notice how fast, quick Ray Traylor is. I think they call it in the NFL that twitch speed or something along those lines. But Ray's was an amazing athlete. Lost a lot of weight.
He did.
And a lot of that was because he started running a lot. And a lot of guys don't like to run, especially guys of Ray's size, because they feel it puts too much pressure on their knees.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Running is not now that they have the elliptical and some other options. When you think about exercise, I think running might be one of the last ones I know I would look forward to doing.
Lauder had to hold the dog. We found out in the pre-show meeting. How come I got to hold the dog? I don't know. You look like a dog person, I guess.
They had a little black muzzle on it, though.
Oh, yeah, to make sure it didn't bite anybody. Those massive teeth.
So ultimately, Boss Man's going to get the win here, and he keeps Pepper. And unfortunately, I can't even believe I'm about to say this. This means that it's going to lead him to cooking Pepper. When does this bleed into bad taste, in your opinion?
Oh, it's already that's already left the office.
It already left the barn.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Having a Chihuahua, you don't do issues, you don't do angles on pro wrestling shows with animals or children.
Right.
And we played that game. Ray had to shove that ladder off his face or it popped him right in the teeth.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.